I'm broke and homeless and separated from my family.
Yeah.
I'm at the lowest possible mental state possible. Even though this person did something to me that put me in a dark place to where I really didn't even want to be here no more. Genuinely, I was in that much dark of a place.
Birthday boy.
Yes, to be
Yes,
30.
it's 30. Ooh, that's young and turn. Sorry.
Oh God.
Let's get back to this cheddar. Turn up in your hustle when your life gon' get much better. A real boss turn all his L's to a blessing. Life steady sending signs, but you never read the message.
Welcome to the Hood Buddha Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon BP, however you may know me, and we are locked in the session 14 of the Hood Buddha Podcast. And it's the first episode of 2025, if you don't know, which is exciting. And I got a special guest for y'all who I'ma let introduce herself. Go ahead and tell the people who you are.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Tootie Tootz, a.k.a. the Travel Barbie, a.k.a. Antonique Price. However they may know me.
Ooh, how do they actually know you?
I'm the brand ambassador about worldwide ass shaker, well known. Frida's daughter, Frida's diva. They just know me for being the face of Bounce, television, social media. You know the good stuff.
So for my non-New Orleans people, y'all do know New Orleans is the bounce. The bounce city.
The
There's no
bounce
other
house.
city. Yes. But if y'all are fans of Frida, y'all more than sure y'all saw her before. And again, see, she being modest though. She didn't tell y'all she didn't been on multiple reality TV shows.
Oh yeah.
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 TV personality, of course. I'm really like everything. I ain't gonna lie. Just all around hustler, but you gonna know me from TV. Gonna know me probably from the news. Gonna know
Facts.
me probably from Alive, clicking out. You go. I'm in all that.
Y'all, this actually really one of my good friends. And like she said,
Yes.
she a hustler. That's what we got in common. So she really is a hustler, like, but she's still being modest. But that's okay, because we got a long time to sit
We
here
do.
and
We
talk
gonna get
about
into
it.
all
We gonna
that.
get into it and talk about it. So y'all, so today is my birthday, January 9th. 1995, I was born, and today I made 30. So
Baby.
30, that's crazy. Like, well, I ain't never think I was gonna see 30.
For real. Nobody. I don't think nobody growing up, especially in 2024.
Right.
No, 2025, like them numbers irate. Like we ain't
Shit.
thinking that.
And just being a black man, like,
Yes.
coming from especially New Orleans, like making
But
it
you a
to
good
30.
black man, Brandon. You be out the way. Like,
Yeah, nah, for real though. I
you be really out the way. Like
try my best
you
to be
keep
out the
really
way,
good
y'all.
company. You stay positive. You
Try
don't be
my
on no
best.
dumb shit. I ain't never catch you like too lit. Like we done been out several times. You don't get too drunk.
Nah.
You don't be out your body. Like you real level headed. So I think you got so much further in life to go. You're gonna get there.
And listen, I hope you're right, because these 30, chapter 30, I'm looking forward to, y'all. So I want to dedicate me turning 30 and this session to a deep dive into me. So instead of me having my guests in a hot seat, I'm gonna let Tootie put me in a hot seat today, y'all. So I don't know what to expect. Y'all don't either. So let's start session 14 off. Let's get with it.
All right. I first want to say I am really honored and grateful to just be in this moment and this time right now with you, because I've been your friend for a very long time. So just to be able to come on your podcast and actually deep dive into you on such a monumental moment, I'm grateful for that. Like, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
problem.
I really appreciate you.
So I think my first question, because when I thought about the things that I wanted to ask you, I kind of thought about things that I would want to see differently from you and what the world would want to see. So my first thing would be is, before turning 30, who was BP?
Before turning 30, I feel like my 20s was like a blur. It was a big blur. Like, all right, so my 20s really, I played football in college, right? So all my life, majority of my life growing up, I was supposed to be an NFL player, and still to this day, a lot of people say that. So a lot of my 20s, I had to overcome that dream dying and really being reborn again. Like, so high school, even in middle school, my summers and my whole year of school was dedicated to sports. So after college and football was over, I didn't really know what to do to my life. So at 22 years old, when I graduated college, like I was really starting to learn who the fuck I am, like for the very first time, you know what I'm saying? So between 22 and 24, I figured that out. I was starting to figure that out. Like I was developing, some baseline questions. And then 24 hit and I became a father. So
that's the only time I met you.
Yeah.
Damn.
So 24 to now, or before my 30s, to answer your question, I would say it's been majority of me being a father. Like my whole life has been restructured the day I found out I was gonna be a father. You know what I mean? Even before I really found out.
Beautiful.
Yeah, before I found out who I truly was, like I became a father. So I had a lot of things that I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Co-parenting, being a father, learning who I am, like overcoming shit that I was understanding I had traumas about, like, you know what I'm saying? So 30 for me now is like I have a much better understanding, and now I'm moving in much more confidence.
Okay, I want to take a shot to that, because shout out to all the great Black men that are in their kids' lives. Like,
right,
it's so many that are not. And from the moment I met you, your baby was in the womb. You have always been dedicated to being a father to that. So I did bring a bottle for your birthday, because we're gonna turn up.
Shots.
You get more looser. You got some liquor in your system.
Shots. Hey, listen, we shit. I don't know where that bottle gonna be at by the time we done with this,
man,
y'all.
Let's get it.
If you watching this, go ahead, pull up. I don't know.
Everybody, let's take a shot.
Go ahead, pull up. Don't be scared. Now go ahead, pull up. We about to sit here and have a little juice. Oh, that's one of the ones right there too.
Yes, indeed.
That's like a double shot.
Of course.
All right, let's get it.
I do.
What this shot to do?
Sorry, you saw me ready to drink, thirsty. Don't play with the liquor.
What this shot to?
This is a shot to my bestie turning 30. And also just you being so prosperous in your life and opening up, being therapeutic to the world. Like, I think people need that. I'm proud of you for that. Like, you bring out a therapeutic part of me, like shit I never thought I'd do. So let's just cheers to that. And just being a Black man. Great Black man.
I can drink today. The
whole thing. Okay.
Yeah,
was doubling it. Oh.
Ooh, you put a shot. You said we taking a shot. Ooh, throw it back. That shit do got like the little
a little honey taste to it.
That coconut something.
Yeah.
I don't think I never had that.
Me neither. I bought it for you. Me neither. I was like, that looked like 30. Let me get that.
Yeah, I'm messing with it. I'm messing with it.
Okay, so I want to tap into like just what you were saying about becoming a father and everything. That was at 24. And now you're going into being 30. What can you say has transpired with becoming a father from now and then? So your baby's what, 5 going on 6? Or
she just made 5.
She just made 5.
Yeah, she just made 5.
So going into that, what can you say transitioned in that path of your life that has you prepared for 30? Because I know a lot of people that when they have kids, it kind of like bring them back before it bring them forward. And I've never seen you like backpedal. And if you have carried it really well. You have done well to not show people, or you have not given up.
Right.
That's one thing that I can say for you. So I want to know, like, what motivated that?
I would say it had to be like my spiritual journey, like that started me becoming who I was. Like I had like a spiritual awakening, and I had actually lost a child right after college. So yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, what happened with that was I had a child with the person I was with at the college, and I went to the first ultrasound. We had a first ultrasound, and they couldn't find a heartbeat.
Oh, I experienced that as a woman.
That shit was like
I was
and
happy.
yeah, but man, not me, bro, because like that shit was like, bro, because deep down I always wanted to be a daddy.
Okay.
I had this way of how I wanted that,
How I want to be a dad, how I want to raise my child.
and that did the exact opposite happened. But when that happened, that really messed me up. And like for 4 years in college, for my 4 years in college, I was really, really depressed. Like my 4 years, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I graduated, and like it shifted. Like I was like happy, like it was like, damn, all that time something really was wrong with me. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when that happened, it was like, nah, bro, I'm tired of being like fucking depressed and down. So it was like, how can I keep pushing? Like clearly, no matter what you go through in life, shit gonna keep happening.
Man, what?
Like,
the world gonna keep turning.
and that was my
The
first.
next 24 hours is on its way.
Yeah, like,
no,
and I kind of battled with that. Cause like, damn, you just lost a child. But it was like, man, like I'm so tired of being in that mind state. It's like, man, okay, how do you carry on with life when shit like this happen? You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my first lesson. Like, man, life must go on, and you need to learn how to go on with no matter what happens in life. Nigga, you gotta keep going on. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you saying that, I preach that a lot to like my peers in this day and age. Like a lot of people be like, Tootie, you don't heal through nothing, or you don't let nothing. Baby, I don't have time to.
Right.
I literally don't have time to. You know, you ain't the first, you ain't gonna be the last.
Right.
And it's all about the example that you put. What do you do moving forward after going through something like that? That's really what it's all about. It's not about staying in the same position. It's about what you're gonna do differently moving forward.
Right.
So I fuck with you on that. You said a lot of things came with your spiritual journey. So I've known you since like 24, and you've always been very positive. So I remember when we used to have these conversations about starting the podcast like in the closet. Remember, we was like, take everything out the closet, put the podcast up in there, because your energy was always so high in that.
Right.
So do you think the term the hood Buddha, where you at in your spirituality, do you think that comes from all that you've grown from, that all that you've went through? And if so, why do you think, and if so, is that the reason why like this is your platform? Like just being therapeutic to other people and their spiritual mindset, is that why? Like
kinda, but for like a more deeper reason is the hood Buddha basically come from a little hood, a little spiritual. Like I'm like the balance in between, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
like, and
which
also,
we need.
right?
I don't want no Bible.
For real, like, and growing up religious and Christian, I had to unteach myself that and find a balance of like reality and that religious perspective. And that might be harsh for some people, but that's really how it was for me. Like, you know, like religion, you kind of living in your own world, really. Like, and then as a reality, like, and then I'm not knocking either side.
We living in a lot of our ancestors' world. Yeah. When it comes down to religion, like I see a lot of stuff that my grandma do. That I be like, my God is not judging you. Like he is, you know what I'm saying? But it's so embedded in their mind that's what they think. Okay.
So for me, which goes to my point of why I made this, because it was like, okay, our people are not conscious of mindfulness, self-improvement, mental health, therapy, acknowledging certain stuff, you know what I'm saying, being vulnerable with their emotions, emotional regulation. Like our people haven't learned that. They weren't taught that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like me going on my journey and still having a foot in that door, I was able to have a balance and be a spokesperson of like, all right, yeah, I'm still relatable on this aspect, but now I'm still on some other shit that we haven't learned or still refusing to learn. You know what I'm saying? So this platform, that's what it's for. It's like, it's the hood Buddha. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm relatable to y'all on this aspect, but nah, we still got some shit we need to learn. Like, man, things we need to figure out.
I appreciate you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you give full hood nigga image, right? You give it like, that's my dog for sure. But then when you speak so light, so mindful, so demure. you speak so positive, and that's not something that you get from young black males in America today. You know what I'm saying? If you look hood, 9 times out of 10 you hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you already are judged
Right.
before even opening your mouth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I appreciate that from you, because I think if more men had kind of like that mindset, like, listen, I could be from the hood, but I'm gonna dress nice. I'm gonna smell really well. I'm
Right.
gonna treat you accordingly. I think we will be so much further, and people won't have so much of like a down look towards black men. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, as bougie, as hood as I may be, I'm very bougie, right? You know, I call you bougie. So I be like, listen, hey and bye. Like, I ain't even about to be like, get the fuck, because I don't want to get smacked, and I don't want this, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we have more black men that has more respect for themselves, and keep their nails clean, keep their grooming up, speak well, like, don't have such a hood image. People love to look like Grand Theft Auto nowadays. I don't understand that. And it be our black men.
It's the programming.
Okay, one more shot, because I'm about to get deep into you right now, because I hit 30 3 years ago. And when I turned 30, I hope y'all can hear me. Give me a second. I'm trying to get the liquor going. When I turned 30, cheers again to the birthday boy. Happy birthday.
Cheers.
Thank God that's good.
Yeah, for real.
No, thank God it's good, for real. But when I turned 30, I found myself in a place where I was like, enough is enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was that was in 21. Right after pandemic, whatever the case may be. And I was like, I ain't taking a lot of shit I took in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't doing a lot of shit I did in my 20s, and I'm not acting as if I'm in my 20s no more. I feel like I was so blessed to have the career that I've had, to party, drink, fuck around, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, do everything. I experienced college. I experienced everything a person will want to experience in their 20s. And I was like, what's going to be different about me hitting 30? And all I saw was grown. I was like, grown fucking woman.
Right.
Grown woman. And that means with everything, with the way I speak, with the way I look, with how I dress, how I carry myself, and also my relationships and like the people I'm around. Now that you're moving into 30, before I ask what I want to ask, I want to know, what are you ready to change?
Me personally, and this is a transparent moment, like me personally, what I'm really willing to change is like validation from other fucking people. And I really learned that I'm really learning why I look for validation from people, and it's a cause from childhood trauma. Like, I had to really deep down in myself. It was some shit I experienced from my childhood that had me looking for validation, feeling like I need somebody to confirm what I already know. You know what I'm saying? And growing up, I feel like I didn't have the highest self-confidence. Like, I feel like it was in me, but it was lowered because I was looking for validation. It was like, nah, why? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you have somebody in your ear telling you, like, I mean, we were just talking about it. If you have somebody in your ear telling you, man, you selfish, you stubborn, you cocky, and it's like, no, I'm just fucking confident. Like,
I'm confident.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you got the wrong people around you,
they would think
that shit'll fuck you up. Like, it'll fuck you up. And it's like, man, no, like, you don't have to be cocky and arrogant to be fucking confident. No, it's like, nah, I know what I'm gonna do. Am I always right? No, but if I'm confident, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that don't mean that you stubborn or fucking arrogant or nobody can't tell you shit. It's just like, nah, I'm confident in what the fuck I'm confident in.
No,
and if you don't believe in that shit, you grow up with lack of confidence, and then you move off of you looking for the validation of other people, and that in terms could fuck you up.
My biggest saying, and I learned this from doing like Forex, and that was my first time being around different people.
Forex.
When it became like when
I
it
remember
talk
you was
about the
doing
money,
that shit.
when it was, I was like, wait, let me learn this foreign thing, right?
Facts.
But one thing that was always taught was your ecosystem is your environment.
Facts.
So the people that you're around, that's what you're gonna eat, shit, and breathe.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you surrounded around people, you're in the wrong with two broke motherfuckers, you coming out the third.
Right.
Don't you know, like don't ever
Right.
think differently about that. So when you say just not wanting to, you know, like just the validation point itself, that's your ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? So you're willing to step out of your environment to change your ecosystem, to change the things that you intake, how you breathe, your fresh air. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You need that. They be like, oh, you're a user if you find yourself wanting to always be around people that have more than you. No.
Right.
I'm literally trying to be like the people that I'm around. I want to be around the people that I want to be like.
Yeah.
So that's really big. I appreciate that.
It's funny you say that because I've had it said to me like, oh, I value people of a certain status.
That's what I want to be like.
Yeah, and it's like if you know me, it's not that, but it's like if I had to choose that over something less of what I want to be, yeah,
I'm gonna go with that.
Fucking right, like you know what I'm saying, like
No.
fucking right. But it's not like I put them on a pedestal, but it's like how people say, you know, when you be like, be happy with what you have, and I really feel like I have
think
a
that's
problem.
a poor man's statement.
I hate that shit.
That's a poor man's statement,
bro. I hate that shit, and people feel like
I'm okay with being humble.
Just because you say that don't mean that you ungrateful for what you got. Nah, fuck that. That just mean I want better. I want more.
A lot of things that we have inherited, just like with sayings like that, like be grateful for what you have and things like that. There's a lot of things that are programmed in us too. You know, like our ancestors were people that were okay with what they had. You know, the saying, like they'll be like, all men cheat. You just gotta find the right man.
Yeah.
The hell with settling for things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like those are things that we're programmed to believe.
Right.
And it was like the men used to cheat and the women used to just be inside cooking, folding, cleaning or whatever because they felt like, you know, that's what they had to do or whatever. I just say that to say that these are mindsets that are created when in reality, once you start making a certain amount of money and once you start being around certain kind of people, you learn that your life is what you make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really in your hands.
Yeah.
Your
so
reality.
if I decide to just be happy for what I have, I'm always wear this little rainbow bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be okay with my hair looking a mess. I'm gonna always be okay with that because I'm what they say, grateful. I am grateful, but I want more.
Right.
So let's put in the work to get more. Let's do more because it's possible. I mean, these people ain't get where they at by just being like, I'm grateful for what I have. Hell no, because you ain't had that call last week.
But people so stuck on this word bare minimum, realizing y'all motherfuckers are accepting the bare minimum. Like y'all are accepting the bare fucking minimum, and y'all programmed to do so. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's programmed, and it's not just with financial status.
No,
it's with mental status, spiritual status, relationship status. Like y'all are choosing to. It's just like how you say, like all men cheat. This and I mean, y'all are choosing
to believe
accept,
these things
you know
and accept it. And once it happens, be like, okay, I can stay in this situation because I know that they all cheating. Girl, no.
Right.
Go find better for yourself and vice versa.
Right.
Men, you know what I'm saying? They got fucking deadbeat moms.
Right, for
Who
real.
knew that? Why? Who raised you hoes? Like, I didn't even know that was a possible thing.
Man, because that shit was shielded from you. Like, it's just a man. Nah, fuck
no. Like it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
I'm so grateful because I swear to God, like we having all these conversations and it's really just reminding me of the simple fact that I have known you before today, and everything that you do and that you put out, you literally have been forming to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Like this is really you. This is what you give them, this hood Buddha, that is really you. That's the energy that you put out. You walk and you treat people just like you do on this podcast. You have a therapy session in real life. They've had plenty of times where I have to come to you and be like, what you think of this? Or and like today, I was like, damn, B, that hurted.
Right.
You was like, it's the truth. I wouldn't tell you
Right.
opposite than that. Okay. I had another question because 30 is big. 30 is big, right? What challenges, and this probably get a little deep, but this is transparency. You asked for that.
Hell yeah.
I want to know what happened in your late 20s that now that you're 30 lets you know that I will never go back, or I'm going to be so successful, so prosperous now that I am 30. What are some things that happen that'll make you feel like that? Because some people just wake up and be like, I'm 30 and see it as like it's New Year's, like it's another new day.
Right.
They don't understand that 30 is a moment where shit changes and happens.
Yeah. And not just physically, like
Mentally, emotionally.
I'm like definitely going through a change, like a current change that's like it ain't done for me yet. I don't even know what the ending process look like. I don't know. I don't have the slightest clue. But I am definitely going through a change. And to answer your question, the last couple months have been like very, very dark for me. Like very, very dark for me. Like, and like for me, 30, what happened to me in the past couple months, it's like you say so many times like, oh, I want better, and I'm gonna never be in this situation no more. And it was just like I was telling you, like now, like how I feel right now is like I don't have to explain it, but I know what not to fucking do. Like I know for a fact that even though shit was so dark for me these last couple months, I'm good because nigga, I know it'll never happen again. Like it'll never happen again. Like so that part, even as low as shit is for me right now, I know it's only going up. It's only going up. I ain't never going back to this feeling. I'm never going to what that been through for me. So and part of the reason why we so late on this podcast, y'all, because of the shit that has transpired for me in the last couple months.
I want you to be more open in this, and I know, like, of course, protect what you need to protect. But I want you to be more open with this because the purpose of your podcast is really just to tap in on somebody else's life and let them know that what you're going through, you're not alone. And hey, there's a rainbow, a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to kind of be more transparent with the people and let them know, like, hey, this is what happened and this is what I know I don't want to happen no more.
So, all right. So recently, y'all, for like, we in January, I want to say in November, I spent November homeless on my partner couch. Like as a 29-year-old father, not even a father because I have a partner. As a family man, I spent 30 days on my partner couch, and that's extremely out of character for me. It's extremely embarrassing. And it's extremely hurtful. Like it's like I should have never been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, what happened was I was living in Houston this prior past year. I was living in Houston for the last 2 or 3 years. And I moved back down to New Orleans because we needed more help with the baby. And the village that I have here basically invited me back and was just like, you know, hey, you're welcome to stay here because it's more help here. And not only that, it wasn't more so that we needed so much help. It was more so like, hey, you got your daughter out there. I want in on her life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like, hey, come back home. And for me, that's the last thing I wanted to do.
I know
My
you talked about you
personal,
never
yeah,
wanted to come back
my
to New Orleans.
never wanted to come back to New Orleans.
Don't
Like
blame you.
it's, and then my personal space is everything to me. It always was, like having my own is always was. So that was completely against my will. But I really figured it was best for my baby, and it was a selfless act. Like no, she need more than just her mom and her daddy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like she needs a village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
I'm not with that. Oh, you got mommy and daddy, you all right. Nah, you need as much as you can get. So
Yeah.
I accepted the invitation to, move into that home, and a disagreement occurred, and I was put out. I was put out for those 30 days, and it really wasn't that deep, but it just really tore me up because my guard was down because I trusted somebody's word.
That was a safe space for
Yeah,
you.
it was supposed to be
Yeah.
family, like you know what I'm saying. And I'm the type of person where I wouldn't put myself in that situation, like I wouldn't.
Normally, yeah.
And think about it, like I'm 29 at the time. I'm moving my family into my people house. That is not something that was completely against something I wanted to do. I really was outvoted. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Yeah.
like, all right, this was best. All right, so cool. It wasn't in my interest to do so. So with that happening, it wasn't like, all right, man, look, you guys, you need to get your stuff out. You got this amount of time to get out. It was a snap of a finger. I was threatened for the police to be called on me to remove out the house. It wasn't a physical argument. It wasn't nothing physical like that. It literally was leverage. Like it was like,
Yeah,
this is your
having
house.
something over you to
Yeah.
make that. Well, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. So and that messed with me because I'm cool with no contact. I'm cool with cutting people off. I'm cool with, hey, look, we just ain't getting along. I'm cool with that. But it's like in this, you wasn't just hurting me.
You hurting my family.
Yeah, you hurt my family. Like my baby waking up in the middle of the night crying for me. And just like how we talked about, like for 5 years, like I was adamant about like, nah, nigga, you got a baby, step up to this plate, like be here for her. Like, yeah, things ain't lining up how it's supposed to be, but get an extra effort and make sure that she see both her parents together, and she has a healthy household. And so for 5 years straight, consistently, 5 years straight, my baby has every night has waking up to her daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I can agree.
So for this situation, for somebody to take that away, it was frustrating and hurtful at the same time. It was like, man, I put in work for this not to happen. And then when it happened, my baby didn't know how to deal with that shit. Waking up crying in the middle of the night, acting out in school, you know what I'm saying? Like that fucked with her. And in terms, it fucked with me. It had me in a dark place because even though most people probably in that situation, and I was mad at that person. Don't get me wrong, I was mad, but my anger came from you not just hurting me. You hurting other you putting your own emotions in front of other people's. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you fucking over my family because of your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like if things wasn't working out, give me my time. Let me get out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me you invited me here. I didn't beg to come here. So give me my time to, you know what I'm saying? So it was a snap of a finger. I couldn't come back home to my baby. My baby didn't have me. So that was hard. Like that was extremely hard, and not just for me, but for her and my partner. Like it took us out of a routine that was built for 5 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a really, really dark place for me. I didn't know how to handle that shit.
So when they told you to leave, did they say that your family can stay and you have to go, or it was a whole package deal?
Nah, it was they could stay and you could go. But to me, that's a slap in that's a slap in the face.
That's still a hurt because your family have never
you can't separate.
not had you.
You can't separate.
So you're letting me know they can stay because of my kid, but I have to go, and this is my kid. And the only reason we're here is because you wanted my kid.
This is the only reason I'm here is because you wanted this.
Yeah.
Like you wanted this. Like, and again, being a parent is fucking extremely hard. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you need a village. And I always say that, like, a lot of people, especially single mothers, they'll say that, oh, baby, all you need is your mama. No, the fuck you don't. You need as much help as possible.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
have
saying?
no kids, and I know I can't do it by myself. I don't even have the mental capacity. Baby,
It's
go by your
hard.
daddy now.
It's
Some of your
hard,
grandma,
bruh.
your auntie, like go no. So I feel that.
It's hard as fuck. It's hard, bro. It's really, really hard. But like I say, bro, like I just made a conscious I grew up without my daddy. I don't have a memory of seeing both my parents together. So I always said that, man, look, I get to be presented the chance of being a father. My baby can't go through that shit. Like she can't at least I'm gonna do my best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put an extra effort for her not to experience that shit. I never seen, heard a conversation with my mom and my dad. I don't remember them ever being in the same room. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
that causes trauma. Like it
That
caused,
alone.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
it fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? So I put an effort in to make sure she didn't go through that. So for like them 30 days, it traumatized my baby. And I know that may seem dramatic on the outside looking in, but again, this is something, she's 5. She not 11, 10, 12, or
Yeah,
like, it's like, oh,
no.
daddy at
Her
work.
understanding is
Yeah,
not going to be there.
yeah, she like, oh, my daddy ain't here. I ain't seen this nigga
Especially
in
to go to
days.
bed. Yeah,
Exactly. You know what I'm
especially to go
saying?
to
So
bed.
that fucked with her. And I'm conscious of this. Like, it's like, man, she fucking with me, and I'm getting calls like she waking up in the middle of the night, can't go to sleep because she crying for you. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's like it's not something I caused. Me and her mama didn't get into it, and we
Mm-hmm.
know this like somebody purposely coming in between us. Like that's fucking frustrating. Like I'm really ready to go to war about that shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no,
Like
for
I'm
real.
really ready to go to war
Your
about that
daughter
shit, bro.
is a
Like
spit image of you. She don't have nothing for her mama. And I be looking at her mama. Her mama is a beautiful black woman. This girl looks like Brandon Porter. Nothing else. Nobody else. So
dog.
I can imagine that's like not having your twin, not having all that you know there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure I know her mom does really well as being a mother, but I know I can speak for you that you do really well as a father. And I'm really sorry that you had to experience that. And I'm sad just due to the fact that black men alone has it hard in society, like in the world. Y'all have it really hard. We may go through these cycles, this pregnancy and all that. Women get a pat on the back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's your mom or something, that's the only way where boys is winning because they like, oh, that's their mama, baby, all that. But like in society, men have you have things harder because you're more judged because you're supposed to be the man. You're
Right.
supposed to have all the answers. You're supposed to have all the tools.
Right.
So to be put in a situation where you're thinking you're making the best decision, which is the right decision for your family, for it to turn around and like slap you in the face.
Slap me in the face.
That's I can understand why that is something that you don't want to have to face going into 30. So since then, have you and your partner, have y'all relocated? Are y'all back, united?
So since back then, it's been 2 months. We back in our homes. We back in our own space. Back in our own
Period.
house. Back
Like a
in,
black man
yeah.
supposed to.
We back on schedule. But I would be lying saying that things are better now because it's not.
Because it's not.
It's not at all.
Because y'all back where you was basically in Texas, like, right?
Well,
The help is
not
kind of not as sufficient or...
not even just that. Like because before that situation occurred, before me being homeless for 30 days, I just recently lost a job and lost out on a big investment.
Yeah.
So like I'm broke and homeless and separated from my family.
Yeah.
I'm at the lowest possible mental state possible. So now I'm at this whole redirection. Not only just a year ago, I packed up my house from another state, moved down here, had to
And was the
redirect.
man with the
Yeah,
plan.
you know what I'm saying?
No,
And then
that's
now
life for you.
that just got redirected on the strength of somebody else's hand. And like that's really what it is. It's just like how you said, me. Like I am somebody that I feel shit. Don't get me wrong. I feel shit, but I also know that like life get going, I gotta keep going. But it's different when like somebody's intentionally disrupting your fucking life. Like somebody intentionally shook my globe and fuck shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and I haven't shaken back. Like I have not shaken back from that shit yet. Like so, and it's 2-3 months later, and I'm still shaking back. Like I'm completely disrupted, and it's like how you say, man. It's like my partner is holding it the fuck down.
She should.
And just like I mean, like it didn't. Again, I spoke on how my baby was affected, but that's how she was affected. Like somebody fucked me up, so
she
she had to make
boss
up.
and
Yeah, she had to
that's
make
what
up for
good
that.
teamwork is. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying?
It is.
That is what a partner is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I know, hands down, right hand up to the Lord, like you have always been a provider. You has always. I remember sharing moments where you like in the car just smoking and you like, bruh, I got to do this. I don't see it no other way.
Right.
Like I am not leaving her to do this on her own. Like I'm
Right.
not about to have her to struggle. Like that's my child too. So I applaud her, you know, for stepping up because as men, that's what you need the most in a woman.
Right.
You know, we be so busy trying to figure out what he gonna do for me.
Right.
Like, what could he bring to my table?
Right.
No, bitch, what can you actually do to make him a better man? Because that's what our black men need. You need somebody that's going to uplift you.
Right.
You know, let you know that, babe, you look so good. You doing such a good job. You know, holding us down. Like I
Right.
got you. When shit hit the wall for you, I
Right.
got you. You know what I'm saying? And you
Right.
deserve that because you have put in that work. And I'm grateful for her as well. I'm grateful to know that she's doing that part. And y'all have come a long way. And like I said, you know, acknowledging is achieving.
Right.
Once you put in your mind that I have acknowledged that something has happened that I don't want ever to fucking happen again, the only way from there is up.
Right. The only way is from.
You know what
the
I'm
only
saying?
way-
So you won't be in this place long, and I could slap the piss out you because you never told me these things. Like, you know, I would have been there for you. I would have never let you go through that on your own. But I also know the pride, and I also know that the man that you are wouldn't let your burdens be no one else's. But that's why you also have to understand that, nigga, you got real friends, you got a real partner. Like sometimes you have to, you know, like it's okay to need help when it's time. It's
Right.
okay to know that, hey, I can pick up the phone and call on a person. I need help. And
But-
when you and
but
because
to
you're
be
that to
honest,
others, I know
I am.
you are that to others.
And that's something I am working on. But to be honest with you, like my own partner didn't know what I was actually going through.
I
I
know
just
you
recently,
holding
probably,
that
I
in.
think yesterday, like I actually told her like I'm not okay. And actually during that time when like a couple people were reaching out to me, noticing like, and it was like, you good? And I'm like, no. And I
Damn.
like that was my first time like. No.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying? Like, you know how
yeah.
you not okay and you be like, yeah, I'm good. It was like, nah, nigga, I'm not even faking. Like, I
I'm
am
not, yeah.
fucking good. Am I looking for sympathy or no, not at all. But genuinely, no, nigga, I'm not old fucking gay. I am not old fucking gay. Like,
That
you know what
is
I'm saying? Like,
crazy because I
I'm not
noticed
okay.
it and I am so used to you just being a stand-up guy. Didn't even imagine it was that far. And you know, and that's my apologies for not even for noticing it and not thinking that, hey, at the end of the day, you are human. Like,
Right.
I don't see you fail. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you fall short. I don't see you even hurt much.
Right.
So to notice a difference in you and be like, I can be tripping. Like, no, Brandon just, you know, he with his family right now.
Right.
That's my apologies too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that can be your cry out for help. Sometimes that can be your calling, like, no, I don't look. Do it look normal, bitch? Do shit look good?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I apologize to you for that, just as a friend. You know, just not visually putting that, comparing that with my mental.
Recognize it. But I mean, again, it can't be your focus. Like you see, I hide it well. Like when I'm going through shit, I don't project that shit on people. Like I figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm blessed with a skill to do so. Like in hard moments, I am blessed with the skill to push through, like to get through some shit, you know what I'm saying? But like this moment, this situation in particular was different because it came from somebody I genuinely
Them be the ones that hurt you the most,
but
right?
it's like I'm not gonna speak on who it was.
Yeah,
on
no,
how
you don't have
close because I'm not about to shame them at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're right, it do come from the people the most, but this in particular person, it was never supposed to come from. Never. You know what I'm saying?
And that's our perception because you know what? You're a good person and you know that level of stature, it would never be you. The shoe would never be on the other foot.
Right.
You would never do that to a person of that caliber because of who they are and where they are in your life.
Right.
But you have to think everybody don't have that mindset.
Everybody don't have that emotional regulation.
Yeah.
Everybody don't know how to control it and the emotions.
A lot of people that are older than us, that, you know, like that we come from, still living a trauma.
They are. No.
Like,
and you know what? I'm happy you said that, because even though this person did something to me that put me in a dark place to where I really didn't even want to be here no more. Genuinely, I was in that much dark of a place. Like the only way I saw out was not being here no more. I give them grace because I know they still haven't healed from certain shit.
In the dark space.
They haven't done the work that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not making excuses, but it's like,
no,
I'm not even the type of person to tit for tat, or that's not even me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I could try to rub on you the best way I can, give you advice, and it's up to you to do what you want to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not, either I'm going to keep my fucking distance and let you be, or just hope that maybe you come around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like you say, a lot of people, especially upper in age, have not healed or even acknowledged. I want to say acknowledged, not healed, because you can't heal from something you haven't acknowledged. Yeah, you don't know.
The
you know
first
what I'm saying?
thing to achieving is acknowledging.
Exactly. So if you haven't acknowledged that, how can I fucking fix something? You can't. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. It's just like, again, it wasn't just me you affected. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't.
That's what really hurted you the most. I think if it was just you in a situation, you would have bounced back.
I've been good.
Yeah, you would have bounced back. Fine. But there is something that's precious to you. You know what I'm saying? You took something away from me that I've worked really hard for. And I can understand that. But that is why you will always stay blessed, because you even have the heart to acknowledge, as dark as the place that you were in, you even acknowledge the fact that you in a darker place. So you don't know how to treat me well because you don't treat yourself that way. You know what I'm saying? And that may be sad to say, but that's the truth. That is how you know, like, when people treat you away, that's because that's how they treat themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got some things that you need to deal with in your own life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
And you know, but we know what's just hurtful about that, though, is like, people, it's just like how you sitting here saying that the type of person I can be in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, man, if you truly know me, why aren't your ears open to, like, if you really sit and really be around me, you know that. And I hate to say it in this type of way, but you can learn some shit from me. Like, and
for real.
It's because of the shit I've been through. I learned from my own experience. It's just like, that's some shit we all need to work on. Yeah. Like, no matter how good of a person you think you are, and the journey never ends. Like, we never become the best person we could be. The shit never is over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a constant battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of people up age think they done it all. They think they know it all. They think they're the wisest. They think they're the most experienced.
My grandma. My grandma.
Yeah, it's like, man, no, this shit is never over. Like, it's never over. Like, we can't know it all. We can't be done with this journey of life. No,
you know the saying, common sense isn't so common.
Yeah.
I look at situations like what you're going through, kind of like that. You know how you said, like, I'm a person, I know you. I know how much you can be an asset into my life more than a downfall. You know what I'm saying? Certain people, they can know that. They know that. Right. I'm pretty sure she, once the door was closed and you was out, dealt with a lot in that room behind closed doors within their own mind. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Some people mind clouds their own judgment.
Pride.
Right. Because you don't have the tools of what it takes to step out of that and be like, hey, hold up. Before I let my mind bring me to a dark place, let me step back and look at the person that this is, who I'm at feud with. Right. Let me sit back and look at how am I going to hurt them? How's it going to hurt me?
Right.
My mind is so clouded because of my own judgment.
Right.
And that goes back to that common sense ain't so common, because they know. I'm pretty sure they know that, damn, I fucked up because this a good dude. I ain't had to go that hard. But at that moment and at that time, my mind was so fucking clouded on my own judgment. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now all I got is shame and my pride. So I'm about to go in my room, cry behind these doors, and you'll still never know that I am just as fucked up as you are. Right. Because I'm still wrapped up in my own mind. You know what I'm saying? But that's how that's gonna eat at them.
Right.
It's gonna eat at them.
Right.
And until like it may be a day where they come and apologize, and it may be a day that they don't. But you know that you're strong enough to move past that and do everything that you were set out to do, and that's just be a great Black young man. You know what I'm saying? And a great father.
Right.
So further to do with that, I'm once again really sorry that you had to go through that. But I'm really even, don't be mad at me, but I'm excited that you went through that, right?
Me too.
Because nigga, 30, I can only imagine like these fucking milestones that you're about to knock down, like these mountains that you're about to climb. You know what I'm saying? Because now you like, I done had my fucking back up against the wall. I done had a person that I have made my complete safe place show me that, bitch, I ain't too safe there.
Yeah.
So I'm about to go for all that I know. What are some things that you can tell the people that we can be on the lookout for this 30 journey?
Man, I'm moving in utter confidence. And it's gonna come off
that's dangerous,
it's dangerous as fuck.
That's
like,
and my boy said utter. That is
dangerous as fuck, because even at this point I've been moving in a questionable confidence. And now it's like, this shit ain't questionable. Yeah, like I don't need no yes man. I don't need no confirmation. Nah, fuck no. And it's exactly, dangerous is the exact word, because I really don't give a fuck.
Coming.
Yeah.
31 like this nigga go knocking down milestones.
Man, bro, like I really do not give a fuck, and I'm looking to just build off of that energy. Like I'm looking to pursue my life coaching certificate. Like I want to become a life coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something, and that's example of moving in confidence, because it's like,
that
man,
so beautiful.
Yeah, like I naturally just give a good advice off of my own personal experience too. Like it's not just me shitting talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's off of personal experience, relatable stuff. So I want to become a certified life coach so I can be of service. And for me, that's moving in confidence. Yeah, exactly. Man. So that's an example of me moving in confidence, because I've been questioning that. Like, I don't know if that's really something I should pursue. Yeah, I'm good at it naturally, but I don't know. So it's like shit like that is like, all right, no, the universe already been showing me, nigga, like, nah, this is aligning with you, so I fulfill it. So it's like, all right, cool. No, I'm not questioning it. I'm not letting nothing go in my way.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at for 30. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's, yeah.
I'm gonna follow your footsteps with that, because I need that, because I'm 33 and where you at is the same thing I was saying I was doing, and I achieved it in certain ways, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't. I still find myself doing things that I said I was gonna do and didn't do and stuff like that. So I'm grateful to be in this room, in this moment, in this time, to know that that's what you're gonna do, because nigga, I'm not only am I gonna push you, but I'm gonna learn from you.
Right.
Like I want to be in more of your open circle talks, your conversation talks, because your positivity runs completely through you. Like what you doing is really what you do. Like you really do life coach people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the fact that it's hood, it's authentic, it's relatable, it's young, wild, it's fun.
Right.
I can just I feel it. I'm excited for you. And my real last thing with that is, because I think this is always important. Where do you see your love life going? Because 30 is the age where the club and shit get bored. I don't even be going. I don't know. I be like, I'm ready to be inside with my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how does that relate for you?
You know what's crazy about this is that it's like, you right about that. But in my personal life, like I told you, like since I found out I was having a baby, my life has been dedicated to that. And I've tried to here and there do what I know I'm supposed to be doing and chase my dreams and stuff like that, but I haven't fully committed to that because it's hard. It's hard. I was just talking to somebody. It's just hard to balance a life of a family man and the career I'm in. The
Yeah.
things that I do is extremely fucking hard. Like I don't just have a child. I'm in a whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
with the mother of my child, like we live in the same house. Like
Everything.
my
9
baby
bills and a
tuition.
dog and a toy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
I was just telling my friend, I'm like, man, bro, most people don't even fucking cover the amount of bills I do at my age, bro. Like most people still living off of somebody else. Their mama paying their car insurance, a car note, whatever the fuck it is.
Yes.
Not many people covering all that. So I'm like, for me, 30 might look like me getting back outside and not on some single wild type shit, but
No, but
networking
just
type shit. Yeah,
networking,
I have to be,
exploring.
like for me to fulfill my purpose in life, I have to get out more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to be in a certain way. Yeah, of course, like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
no.
But I have to pull away from I have to balance more of the family man and Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to find that balance more in 30. Like I have to, and in turn, that's gonna help my family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna help fulfill what I was supposed to be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So that's what more I'm targeting of. Like I have to find a balance of the family man and
When
Brandon
I be
personally.
texting you and stuff now, I'm gonna put at the bottom. We're gonna have like a signature line, and it's gonna be your network is your network.
Nah, for real.
And I want you to take that with you on
For
this
real.
journey all the way through, because if that's what you want to do, you're gonna be great at it. You're gonna do it. And if you worrying about, and if you know, like your attention is networking with Brandon, and being a family man, let your network be your network. However much you put out into this universe, that's what you're gonna get back. And I think you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great.
I believe it.
Well, best friend, I just want to say happy birthday again. I got this last shot pulled up for us because this interview has been more therapeutic for me than a lot of things in my own life. And I won't come back tomorrow and be on the other side of the couch. And I want you to ask me, because I'm in fucking teary eyes since you've been talking. And it's really just a reminder that, you know, we all go through shit. And it be the person right next to you that's probably just going through the worst.
Right.
And it also can be the person right next to you that can just help you get out of what you're going through, you know. But some people feel like they don't have the environment, they don't have the platform, or they don't have the people.
Right.
And you bring all three of those things, those elements to someone. And I am beyond grateful that you allowed me to be here to ask you these questions to get into that. But I am more so grateful to even be in this moment right now, because my heart is overfilled with joy, love. Like I really feel like I had a therapy session, and it all makes sense because I knew when you wanted to start this how important the Hood Buddha podcast would be to you. And I'm just thinking, old regular podcast. Let's get into some tea, but no, this is really a life coaching session. Well, B, I poured us another shot right here because I just want to say once again, thank you for this beautiful moment, this amazing therapeutic session. Like, I just want to cheers to you because you deserve everything that you're going after. You will manifest and have everything that you're going after. The sky's the limit for you. As long as you stay positive, stay a great father. Like the universe love that. Everything that you put into it is definitely gonna come back tenfold. So I just want to cheers to that. Got this good ass brown. Like I'm just I'm happy. I'm overwhelmed.
Thanks, so bro.
Like I'm just in a good space, and I'm grateful to experience the Hood Buddha. I know BP. I know Brandon. Like that's my dog. I mean, we used to just smoke and ride and shit like that. So just to be on this platform with you, where you were giving to the world, man, we need more of that. We don't have enough of that, especially from Black men. Extremely proud of you. 31. I could just imagine where you're gonna be. And I'm on this journey with you because I need that.
Yeah, it's only up from here.
It only up. Your back was already at the wall. Fuck that. No more wall, no more backs, none of that.
It's only up. We breaking the sky with it with next time around.
I'm with it. Cheers to the birthday boy. Yes, 30. Ooh, that's young and turn. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Oh God. Woo. All right, y'all.
That's for my ball.
They got some coconut in it or something for real.
Something real zesty.
Cause it's like it ain't strong, but it's strong.
It's so sweet. Mm.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to session 14 of the Hood Buddha podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed. I ain't gonna have y'all waiting for the next session as long as I did with this one. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, send this to a friend that need to hear. I really, really need y'all to start sending this out to y'all people, especially the ones you know who need it, who don't probably want to listen to it, but need it. So send this shit out. Yes, please send this shit out. Again, if you watched it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope y'all tune into the next one. Peace and love until the next episode. See y'all later.
Peace out.
How the fuck you dead broke, but say you pay attention. We been getting right to it, and I think it's causing tension. Politic like politicians, $1 million dreams.